Don't trip, you know? I know things is hard right now. You looking for a job. You out there hustling. Money gonna come your way, just don't trip. You gotta keep your shoes tied.
So I wanted to talk today a little bit about the school play, because clearly we've been seeing a lot of the school play lately. And, you know, it's when people don't come at you straight up. And it's premeditated. Premeditated murder is the worst of all types of murder. It's not a crime of passion. No, it's cold and it's calculated. And therefore, it carries with it the harshest of all sentences. And so, you look at things in the school play. You've seen the school play in your own lives. Most people aren't very good actors. And that's why the actors that are represented by the people behind me make so much money when they're really good, because they can make it look real. Very few people can do that. And so it comes off contrived. You know, if it's set up that the phone's about to be answered, it looks fake because it's all a setup. And with this crowd, and really there's only two camps in these murders. There's the people who want the truth, and there's the people who want to obfuscate the truth. And we're starting to see people line up into the camps that they belong in. And so with this crowd, we see a lot of premeditation. We saw premeditation. I get an invite, hey, come on this show. You know, it's going to be great. It's going to be a call-in show. And, you know, I get a few minutes in, and all of a sudden, oh, yeah, hey, we're going to take a call. The caller calls in. Call drops. Caller's calling right back in. Another call. Maybe it's the same person. It's Greg Kading. So he's calling in to ambush me. That was all premeditated. That was set up ahead of time. That was a hit on me. That was going to be a hit on the radio, and you know, on this radio interview. And that's the type of play that these guys all do. None of them come at you direct. They always snipe from somewhere else. It's always premeditated, which is the worst of all crimes when it comes to murder. Speaking of murder, there were a number of instances where holes in the desert were talked about. Michael Moore talked about a hole in the desert being prepared for Frank the day he was at Suge's house, and the only thing that supposedly saved his life was Tupac dying. I mean, crazy how Tupac dying would actually save Michael Moore's life. Well, he gets almost home after that, and he gets the phone call. Hey, come with us. We're going to go out party on Lake Mead. The setup again. And who calls him? It's Reggie that calls him and tells him Suge wants to quash everything. Come up, hang out with us on Lake Mead. Doesn't really mean that it was actually Suge that was wanting to have Frank come out to Lake Mead. But Frank was smart enough to know he wasn't going on any boat out on Lake Mead. I also have the situation with Kevin Hackie. He's asked by Reggie, hey, come drive for me. And Kevin Hackie says, hey, man, you want to come at me? You come at me straight up. You don't offer me some bullshit thing. And that's when Reggie has his famous quote, I got the resources. I know the people. I can have you killed at any time. And so then we see there is a murder that has the exact same pattern of behavior. And that same pattern of behavior is Buntry. Buntry is asked to drive for Reggie Wright Sr. They go to the gas station. The story goes that Reggie Wright Sr. goes in to pay for the gas. A shooter comes up, and Buntry is killed, and the shooter scurries off. And so supposedly does Reggie Wright Sr. It's that same pattern of behavior. It's the school play. It's premeditated murder. These guys do everything premeditated. And so with the Tupac murder, with the Biggie murder, those are all premeditated murders. Those are planned out so that nobody gets caught, and they have cover from LAPD and the Las Vegas PD. More later.
Last name Doors. It's been wild like a wild force, but I bet God got something better for us. We just gotta get together. Unity is everything. To my people, man. Struggle been real too long. Our OGs been doing, so it's time for us to make a change. And I promise I'm not gonna die until I change this. I got a baby girl in this world, so I ain't got no choice. Y'all either gonna take me out or ride with me, and I put that on everything.
Hard times hate us, yeah, but that's okay.